Welcome to Rod's Tree Tours of the University of Nevada, Reno Arboretum. My name is Rod Hollenbeek, aka the Tree Hunter. I am your host for this tour. This is the Center Street Parking Area Tree Tour. It starts at the steps on the south side of Morrill Hall, heads west on the south side of the parking area, goes east along Orr Ditch, goes north on the west side of Sarah Fleischman Building, and ends on the east side of Morrill. There is a pause of 2 to 3 seconds after each tree to let you get to the next tree. But if you haven't yet reached the tree, or if you need a little extra time to locate or contemplate it, please press pause until you are ready, then press play. Please press pause and walk around to the large tree on the west side of Morrill Hall at number 1 on the map, then press play. This is Ohio Buckeye, scientific name Aesculus glabra. Native to the Midwestern U.S., this tree has hand-shaped leaves with 5 leaflets. In spring, the tree has panicles of yellow-green flowers, which ripen to spiny fruits with brown nuts inside. Many parts of the tree are poisonous, and the Indians, rather than eating them, used the nuts to tan leather or to string necklaces. This tree has beautiful fall color. Head toward the parking lot to the tree with the large heart-shaped leaves at number 2 on the map. This is a Northern Catalpa, scientific name Catalpa speciosa. Native to the Midwestern U.S., this tree has 6-inch long panicles of white flowers in spring, followed in fall by dark brown pods several inches long. Please press pause and head toward the flagpole. When there, turn right. The huge tree nearest the flagpole at number 3 is Scotch elm, scientific name Ulmus glabra, planted about 1908. This European native is one of several elm species, and this particular tree is the Nevada state champion. The quad north of Morrill Hall is lined with elm trees of a number of species. The conifer with twisted needles at number 4 is Contorted eastern white pine, scientific name Pinus strobus contorta, planted 1988, a cultivar of the main conifer species in the northeastern U.S. This cultivar varies anywhere from slightly twisted needles, as in this case, to wildly twisted tree form. On the left of the path at number 5 is Sweetgum, scientific name Liquid Ambar styraciflua. Native to the eastern U.S., it has maple-like leaves with 5 smooth-edged lobes and spiny 1-inch fruits. It can grow rapidly to a large size and, in the best years, has orange-red or purplish fall color. The white-barked tree about 25 feet farther, at number 6, is Cutleaf weeping birch, scientific name Betula pendula laciniata. Compare this cultivar of European white or weeping birch with the next tree, a smaller white-barked birch at number 7. This is European white birch, scientific name Betula pendula. The cultivar has a different leaf shape, and its several-foot-long branches hang like curtains. Both trees have attractive white bark, but both are plagued with bronze birch borer, an insect which attacks and kills stressed birch trees. The cutleaf weeping birch you see is a Nevada state co-champion tree, a title it shares with another tree in Reno. The trees next to the concrete channel ditch, which is part of the Orr Ditch, an irrigation channel constructed over 100 years ago, were probably planted in the 1980s. At number 8, between the sidewalk and the concrete-channeled Orr Ditch, is a line of several trees of heaven, scientific name Ailanthus altissima. A native of China, tree of heaven has escaped cultivation and is now considered a weed tree all over the world. It forms thickets and is the only tree on the Acropolis in Athens, growing directly out of a rock. Between the first and second trees of heaven, at number 9, is a tree with furrowed bark, unlike that of the tree of heaven. Is Red Mulberry, scientific name Morus rubra. native to eastern and central U.S. The leaves of this tree typically have one lobe in the crown and 2 or 3 lobes in new shoots. There are both male and female trees. Note how closely this tree was planted to the ditch. Please press pause and proceed along the ditch about 30 feet to see a tree by itself at number 10. Press play. This is an elm, scientific name Ulmus sp. This is likely a volunteer, that is, a tree resulting from seeds blown from the parent tree. Please press pause and go about 30 feet farther to number 11, a tree with what look like compound leaves having 5 leaflets spread apart. Press play. This is Boxelder, scientific name Acer negundo. Native to the U.S., it has a county in Utah named for it, as well as an insect pest. This tree is an example of the variation in leaf shape in maples. It is pinnately compound like the ashes, with a central stem and lance-shaped leaflets. Before the steps at number 12 is Crabapple, scientific name Malus sp. A tree cultivated for thousands of years because it stays small, it has gorgeous flowers in spring, and its fruits, at present, are small and not messy in a lawn setting. A few years after planting, crabapples have shaggy and mottled bark. Go toward the Scotch elm to a tree with brown fibrous bark, a thick trunk, and upswept branches. This is one of 3 Dawn Redwoods at number 13. Scientific name Metasequoia glyptostroboides, probably planted around 1980. The branches of this tree tend to arch upward, and the cones are egg-shaped with deep grooves. This tree was found in the wilds of China in 1947, and it has been imported all over the world. Its fast growth rate, interesting form, and brown fall color — it loses its leaves in fall — make it a sought-after accent tree. Cross the sidewalk from the flagpole to the steps and continue in the same direction to number 14, a medium-sized northern red oak, scientific name Quercus rubra, planted after 1986, a native of eastern North America. This tree has leaves with pointed lobes, indicative of the red oak group. Northern red oak is an excellent ornamental tree for northern Nevada because it has red, orange, and yellow fall color. It has few problems, and it grows rapidly. The tiny oak flowers look like strings drooping down from the branch and appear before the leaves. About 50 feet along the sidewalk toward the Sarah Fleischman building at number 15 is a silver-colored Colorado blue spruce, scientific name Picea pungens. Native to the northern Rocky Mountains, it grows quite well in Reno. Its blue-gray foliage makes it a desirable accent tree. A few feet farther, surrounded by sidewalks at number 16, is a flat-topped small tree, Snow Fountain's cherry, scientific name Prunus snowphosam. This tree is aptly named. In spring, white flowers seem to cascade from the tree. The tree has gold and orange fall colors. This tree has been grafted at about 6 feet, and the branches only sweep up a foot or so from the graft, giving this tree a formal shape. To the left of the door to Sarah Fleischman at number 17 is a flowering dogwood, scientific name Cornus florida. This tree has been transplanted here in the last few years. These trees prefer shade, stay small, and grow slowly. They are branched and, unlike many other trees, do not grow straight up. They are a mainstay in forests of eastern North America. Continue along the sidewalk to the 2 white-barked, medium-sized trees to the left of the sidewalk at number 18. These are red maple, scientific name Acer rubrum, native to eastern and midwestern U.S. This tree is tough, grows quickly, is cold hardy, and provides reliable red fall color, which is possibly why there are so many red maples on campus. There are perhaps 100 cultivars of this species with different leaf shapes, some of which provide matte orange-red color. To the right of the sidewalk at number 19 is Purpleblow Maple, scientific name Acer truncatum, possibly planted around 1990, native to northeastern Asia. Its leaves have toothless lobes. This small maple turns yellow-orange in a good year. There are 3 tall, thin trees between the sidewalk and the street at number 20. These are Columnar Hornbeam, scientific name Carpinus betulus vestigiata, a cultivar of the long-cultivated European hornbeam. The species name indicates that the leaves are shaped like birch leaves. The tree turns dull yellow in fall, but in the winter the dense, bare branches provide a screen. These are used as street or perimeter trees in many Reno settings. Note that the plaque misidentifies them as American hornbeam. Pass another crabapple next to the building. The tree with toothed compound leaves at the end of the building at 21 is Goldenrain Tree, scientific name Colruyteria paniculata, native to China, Japan, and Korea. This is a 3-season tree. In early summer, after the other trees have bloomed, it has cylinders of small yellow flowers. It has lantern-shaped fruit which start out green, turn yellow in fall, turn brown in winter, and stay on the tree until the leaves come out the next spring. Please press pause and walk past the 3 Sweetgums to the small tree at number 22, just inside the fenced area of the children's play area of Sarah Fleischman. Then press play. This is Ginko, scientific name Ginko biloba, planted 1957. Ginko is the missing link between conifers and flowering plants, and it has survived for over 150 million years. Its leaves are on the end of 1 to 2 inch spurs off the large branches. The state champion is in the Fleischman Ag Quad about 200 feet away and is featured on the Fleischman Ag Quad Tree Tour. The state champion is in the Ag Quad about 200 feet away and is featured on the Ag Quad Tree Tour. Please press pause and cross at the crosswalk behind you, then turn left, passing 2 red maples, one of which is a memorial tree planted in 1978, and walk to a group of small trees near the corner of Morrill Hall and the street at number 23. Press play. The tree with 1-inch 3-lobed leaves is English Hawthorn, scientific name Crataegus laevigata, native to Europe and North Africa. This low-branching, round-headed tree has white flowers and stays small. It has 1/2 inch red fruits and no fall color. It has leaves alternating on each side of the branch. Contrary to its name, this tree is thornless. The 2 trees with leaves arranged oppositely on the branch are pink flowering dogwood, scientific name Cornus florida. In the literature, pink dogwoods have been described both as a variety, that is, a naturally occurring different plant, and any of a number of cultivars of flowering dogwood, a mainstay in forests of eastern North America. The tree with 2-inch roundish leaves with pointed lobes radiating from the stem is vine maple, scientific name Acer circinatum, another shade and creek-loving tree shrub, that is, a plant that can have either a tree or shrub form. It is native to Oregon. Its fall color is variable, but in the best years, it is brilliant orange-red. Continue to where the parking lot meets the street at number 24. The large tree is London Planetree, scientific name Platanus x acerifolia. This offspring of American planetree and Oriental planetree was discovered in London in 1683. Since then, it has been the dominant plane tree or sycamore in both Europe and North America because it grows rapidly to a large size, yet can be shaped, and because it is a resilient tree for cityscapes. It is identifiable by its maple-like leaves, its greenish-whitish mottled bark, and its fruit of 2 beige balls hanging on the tree. This concludes the Center Street Parking Area Tree Tour. Thank you for joining me on this tour. If you would like to support the Arboretum, please see the options on the Donate link on the UNR Arboretum website.